Direct News TV. Families of Montreal fire victims facing agonizing wait for answers. Montreal, family and friends of the presumed victims of a deadly fire in Old Montreal were facing an agonizing wait for answers on Tuesday, as a recovery team worked to enter the charred shell of the building where 2 bodies have been found and 5 people remain missing. Agonizing said the wait to hear about what happened to his friend in Wu was so heartbreaking. I also talked with Anne's other friends and other relatives. We still cannot totally understand why it takes so long, he told reporters near the building. While he understands the investigation is complex, he doesn't see why police don't share more about what they're doing. Wu is one of the people unaccounted for after a fire ripped through a historic building in Old Montreal on Thursday. The body of one woman was recovered Sunday, but she has not been identified. Police announced late Tuesday that the remains of a second victim had been recovered from the rubble and sent to a forensics laboratory for identification. Zhang described Wu as a neuroscientist doing postdoctoral work at the University California San Diego who was in Montreal for a conference. He said the 31-year-old decided to extend her stay for a night because she loved the city, adding that the late Montrealer Leonard Cohen was her favorite singer and poet. "I just want to really emphasize she loved the city, and I hope the city also treated her well," he said. He said Wu's parents were coming to Montreal from their home in China, and he hopes that they'll get more information than he has been able to. INSP. David Shane told reporters on Tuesday that the unstable structure of the building makes it complicated and potentially dangerous to recover bodies. Shane said identifying the bodies will be a long process, in part because victims need to be identified through at least one scientific method, such as dental records or DNA. "We will not be able to give names very fast, but we cannot make a mistake," said Shane, who recognized that the wait could feel unbearable for family members. "We cannot give a name and then a few days later realize that we made a mistake. That is not an option." Jonathan Clark, who lives in New York, came to Montreal to say goodbye to his dear friend Sonia Khan, whom he referred to as his twin flame. "Everything that is good is going to remind me of her. Everything that is joyful. That is the hardest part," Clark said as tears slid down his face. Clark explained that Khan was in Montreal for a trip with her childhood friend Dania Zuffer. Both women, who are now believed to be missing, were very young, very bright, beautiful, living life, he said. "My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.